There are certain characters in movies and books that transcend the screen or the page. And for me, Ian Fleming's James Bond is among the most legendary cultural icons. This painting is my tribute to the Bond I grew up with, Pierce Brosnan. And it's part of my 007 series where I'm painting the different actors that brought the Bonds to life in their own respective eras. Like the other paintings in the series, this is 48 by 32 inches, acrylic on canvas, and features my trademark spot varnish on top. There are symbols woven into each painting that reflect the character that I'm portraying, and it's all tied into this chaotic background that's the foundation of the painting. The bold brushstrokes that I subdue tell the story, but it's kind of the alluding to the secret agent that is not quite as calm, cool, and collected as he appears on the surface. Connery got a martini glass for obvious reasons. Daniel Craig got a spade for Casino Royale. And for Pierce, he gets an Aston Martin DB5. The first time we see him as James Bond, he is barreling down the mountainside, cool and collected in his gorgeous Aston Martin. So that is repeating through the background, almost as like a wallpaper. And from a distance, it blends in, but as you get closer, you can see all the detail. I don't leave any stone unturned. Even the license plate is accurate to that car and that movie, because as a storyteller, I want to make sure I get all the details correct, and I know that even the most discerning James Bond fan would pick up on something like that. Everything on Pierce's tuxedo that would shimmer in real life is shining on the painting. So the bow tie, the lapels, even down to the buttons have a black glitter which reflects different colors inside. So it's paying tribute to the glamour of James Bond on screen, but also making it pop on the canvas. Even the gun has a little glitter just to make it pop, because that's part of the character, and I wanted to make sure the viewer of the painting wasn't going to miss that as it blends into the background. Even down to the details of the watch. Pierce was the first to wear an Omega. Before him, Bond wore a Rolex. And between James Bond fans and watch aficionados, I want to make sure I got that detail correct, because as I can see the detail, I know others out there are looking at it as well. And like most of my originals, there is a storytelling element hiding in plain sight, and that is the spot varnish on top. For this one, it is a Union Jack. It is the British flag, because without it, there's nothing that says James Bond is a British secret agent. And not only that, he's MI6. And so that is something that is discreet. You only see it from certain angles, but it does continue the story of James Bond, and they each get a different spot varnish. So they are unique, but also the same character. The element that brings it all together, what I am most known for as a portrait artist, are Pierce's eyes, which I am told by the female fans out there that he has the best eyes of any James Bond. And I just really need to sell this, because I am tired of being overshadowed in my own household of having Pierce on my walls and not getting anybody's attention because they're all looking at him. His eyes deepen the connection to the painting. So whether you are a longtime fan growing up with Pierce Brosnan as Bond like I did, or you're just discovering his movies and his character and his very good looks, it's a painting that speaks to so many different people. This original painting is available as of this recording, so if it speaks to you, if it is part of your story, if you have a deep emotional connection like I do to the James Bond I grew up with, I'd love for it to live in a place where it would be truly appreciated. So your movie theater, your game room next to your TV where you're playing GoldenEye on Nintendo 64, or your bar next to the martini shaker. Please reach out, let's make something happen.